What is workplace ethics? Workplace ethics are the set of values, moral principles, and standards that need to be followed by both employers and employees in the workplace. It is the set of rules and regulations that need to be followed by all staff of the workplace. It is worth noting that the way a company or any business institution operates and is perceived by both the public and competitors often comes down to the workplace ethics. Indeed, a truly ethical workplace should model ethical behavior from the top down and from the inside out. Workplace ethics is therefore reflected in how organizations treat their suppliers and customers, how they interact with others, how they perform their tasks, and how they communicate both internally and externally. As we can see, workplace ethics is implemented by employers to foster both employee-employee relationship and employee-customer relationships. Workplace ethics is very important in any organization or business institution. In fact, ethical lapses of any kind have the tendency to snowball in a workplace. Once employees see others breaking the rules without repercussions, they may start to think it's excusable for them to do so as well. It sends the message that not only will the behavior go unaddressed, but it also communicates that it's acceptable. Worst case, they may view the company in a negative light and choose to leave. Essentially, a culture where misconduct is tolerated could result in higher turnover, lower productivity, and ultimately, a diminished reputation and profitability. Indeed, an organization that does not consistently combat unethical behaviors will always suffer, even if the wrongdoings in question aren't considered to be major by most people's judgment. Unethical behavior that goes on without being reprimanded undermines the moral fabric of an organization, leading to larger problems than the unethical issue in question. Let me give some examples of ethical behavior in the workplace that everyone, but especially the CEO or any high-ranking officials, needs to take in consideration to ensure smooth operations and success of the company or organization. Obey the company's rules and regulations. At the start of an employee contract, companies may need the employee to sign various documents, including the company rules and regulation agreement form. Also, the employee may be given a handbook that may serve as a guide. Due to the excitement of getting a new job, some employees do not properly read these rules and may end up deferring them in the future. Therefore, it is important that new employees properly read these rules and regulations in order not to defer them. Communicate effectively. Effective communication is very important to avoid misunderstandings when dealing with issues in the workplace. For example, an employee reaching out to HR that they will be coming in late due to some unforeseen circumstances may be spared for coming late if the situation is properly communicated. Uphold trust. An employee should not do anything that may make his or her employer withdraw trust. As an employee, your employer trusts you to get work done perfectly on time. Things like missing deadlines regularly or delivering work that needs to be revised over and over again will deny you a promotion. It may even leave the employer not giving you tasks to complete in the future. Take responsibility. It is important for employees to always take responsibility for decisions made both individually and in a team. This is, in fact, a leadership trait that every employee who is looking to take up a managerial position in the future should exhibit. Be accountable. Accountability is also a very good trait of an employee. One of the things that may shortchange a talented and responsible is the lack of accountability. Lack of accountability may result in your boss thinking you have an "I don't care" attitude to the company's project or, worst, take you as a liar and may lead to job loss in the long run. Respect your colleagues. It doesn't matter whether you are dealing with the intern, a junior, or a janitor. They should all be treated with respect. As a manager, treating your team members with respect will help improve their productivity. Giving constructive criticism and saying kind words to them even when they are not able to deliver perfectly will help them strive to do better in the future.
A room full of people to come to a consensus on moral and ethical issues can be difficult. The first step is to find areas of agreement. War crimes, blatant lying for personal gain, and extortion are among them. Consider the moral and ethical dilemmas in the workplace. What are the areas of agreement? Besides physical abuse or clear illegal activity, where do we draw the line at work? Do we all agree that taking sick days when we're not sick is wrong? Do we all agree that lying in any way to protect the company or a coworker is always wrong? Do we all agree on whether or not taking home office supplies is theft? On the surface, many of these dilemmas may seem obviously wrong, but a room full of people probably couldn't come to a unanimous verdict on any of these decisions. There are always those nagging gray areas. Most workplace ethical dilemmas fall into this area. No matter what our job involves, we cannot escape rationalization dilemmas. The key to moving forward in this area is to become aware of and sort out these situational dilemmas from the not-so-situational ones.